Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you what we pack in our car as a family of 4 to make those days out a little bit more easier. There's been many times in the past where we've been caught out and we've maybe had to call off and buy something, or we've had to completely turn the car around. So I like to fill up the car with absolutely everything that I think we're going to need. So let's get into it, shall we? So first of all, I have purchased this car boot organiser. We did have one, we've had one of these for a few years, but to be honest, it had it, so I've ordered a new one. So it basically, it comes flat like this, and then it all folds out into 3 different big compartments. It's very flexible, which is nice because you can push it to the back of your boot and it doesn't get in the way if you've got any cases or anything like that in your car. I feel like this pushes right to the back of the seats and it's quite discreet. So I will show you how I fill it and what we put in it. So first of all, I'm going to start with the first aid essential stuff. So we have a first aid box which has plasters inside there, we've got some bandages, we've got some wipes, we've got some tissues we're trying to put inside there, we've got some gloves, some sterile dressing as well. So we've got everything in there that we'll need for our first aid kit. So that's the first thing that's going in, and don't tend to go anywhere in the car without that. So that's going in first of all. Lay that down flat. We then have some 6+ Calpol, some Piriton in case anybody suffers with any hay fever out in the spring and summer, which sometimes we actually do, paracetamol, some Nurofen. Then we have some Diarrhea, and they're actually instant, so they literally dissolve in your tongue, so that makes it super easy and convenient. I have some Vicks Vapor Rub, which is always handy for sniffly noses. I have a pair of scissors. I have some toothpaste, I've got some children's and some adults. What I don't actually have is toothbrushes. We do need some new ones, so I need to actually call and get those. But these are just handy if you're on long journeys, or maybe you've been on a flight somewhere and you want to freshen up, you call off at the services or anything like that. These are perfect, you never know. Next, I have some Compeed for any blisters that you may get while you're out and about. I have some Bonjela, just in case anybody has, you know, obviously with little ones, my kids are 12 and 8. Winnie does still have sort of some of her big back teeth coming through. So this is amazing just to sort of rub on the gums. So I've got a thermometer just in case anyone has a temperature. So I have some wipes as well, so I'll put those in just for, I don't know, sticky fingers. And that is pretty much our first compartment sorted. So that's what we have in the first section. Everything we need, hopefully, for some kind of medical issues or emergencies. So now I'm going to fill the middle one, so I'll show you what we would normally put in there. Okay, so for the middle one, I'm going to go with some clothes. We have some swimming things for if we, for whatever reason, end up at the seaside, or you go somewhere that have got maybe like a splash pad. So I have some shorts for my son, which can go in, and I have a little swim costume for my daughter, so that can go in. And then I just have some spare clothes because you just never know, they might spill something down them. My kids aren't happy if they've got something on that they've spilled something down, so it kind of, you know, it drives them a little bit mad. So I've just got a little dress for my daughter, so that can go in. And then for my son, I've just got a pair of shorts and just has a t-shirt. They always come in handy. We've been caught out so many times for whatever reason, and having a spare pair of clothes I feel in your car is like amazing. So there we go. I just have a travel sewing kit as well. Again, it comes in really handy if you pop a button or anything like that. These are handy just to have in the car. We've got one for home, so I picked up another one from Home Bargains, I think it was, for the car. I think it might have been £2, so super reasonable. Lastly, we have some hats, just in case, you know, it's sunny or they want to wear a hat on that day. So I've got one for Noah, my son, and one for my daughter. So we'll pop those in. The only thing I don't seem to have for this particular compartment is sun cream, so I do need to pick some up actually. I went through all my old sun creams a couple of weeks ago, and they only have, I don't know if it's 12 months or 6 months, but obviously from the moment that you open them, they have to be used, don't they? So I got rid of all of those. I do need to pick some sun cream up, so I will do that, and that will also go in this middle compartment, so we've got everything that we need for possibly a sunny day. We also have some sunglasses, so they're mine and my husband's, so I'll pop those in. And I have some little cute ones of Winnie's, and I have just plain black pair of Noah's, which he likes to have. So again, they've gone into the clothes section, if you like, in the middle. So then I'm going to get on to the last section, but you can see this holds quite a lot actually. The first aid one has got lots and lots of room for other things in there. The clothes one's not even really full, and obviously we've still got the last one to go, so let's do it. So the last one is going to be for foodie items. So I've got some Ziploc bags, some IKEA zip bags. So they come in handy for so many different things. For example, if you do end up at the seaside or the beach one day and you've got wet clothes, so they can go in there, and obviously they're not sort of stinking out your car or they're damp. So these ones, I've got the small ones and the large ones, so they're ideal. So I always put some of those in the car. So I've got some straws because they're handy to have when you're out and about, or I don't know, my kids prefer a straw, so I've just got some paper straws so they can go in. And next I'm going to put a little bit of food in. I've got a couple of flapjacks here. Everybody likes those in our house, and they're just handy and quite filling, to be fair. So a couple of flapjacks to go in. These are literally like emergencies. These have got long dates on as well, so these will just sit in the car for if we ever need them. A couple of packs of crisps for the kids, so they can go in. So next I'm just going to pop in a flask, and I've also got a couple of hot chocolates, Ovaltine or Horlicks. So then I just take a nice Greg's cup that we've got and make them a drink into this, which is really, really handy. And then I have just some little Maryland cookie birthday cake minis, so they like those, so I'll just put 2 of those in. Me and Leigh obviously aren't bothered, you know, as adults you can get by, can't you? So all I'm really bothered about is the kids, and if they're sorted and happy, because then we're happy. I would normally put some fruit in there as well actually. On the day I would grab a little bit of fruit for everybody. I do also have the picnic blanket, which I'm just going to stick on top of the medical section. So next I just have a little plastic bag, and in there there's just a few bits for me and Winnie. So there's a couple of sanitary products there for me. There's a hairbrush because you never know when you might need to brush your hair, and I have a headband for Winnie, she always wears a headband, and then I have quite a few bobbles for Winnie. So next I have some headphones for the kids. They're Noah's, they're Winnie's. Now sometimes they do have these in the back of the car with them, actually in their car seats, but just for now, because I've just got them, I'm going to put them in. So they can just go with the caps and the clothes, because it's nice and soft. So there we go, we've got those in there. And then lastly, because I did put some swimming things in, I have a couple of towels, so they will literally just go on top of the compartments, which kind of holds everything in. So we can put the pink one in there. Oh, actually, before we go any further, I do actually have a frisbee, so we'll pop that in because that always comes in handy if we're out and about and the kids want to play something. So that's going to go in. I will pop that just down the side, and then in goes the towel. So these are the things that will go in the back with the kids. So they'll put those in the pockets on the seat in front of them. And we have some colouring books. We have this Aqua Magic, which is great. You just fill that pen up with water so it's not messy. We have some iPads, which are always charged and fully loaded with anything they want to watch. And then we have these, which are absolutely brilliant. So these are pens, but they're actually on like a loop. So when you take the lid off, the lid stays attached to the hoop and you can never lose it. So these are absolutely genius. We take these on the plane, or as I say, when we're going on long journeys. Winnie absolutely loves to use those. So yeah, these are the things that will go into the back of the car. And there we have it. Everything we need, which I think is quite a lot of stuff for a day out, or if we get caught short, I don't know, the car breaks down. You never know, do you, these days? So that's everything. Let's go and put it in the car, shall we? That can go in there. Winnie's iPad is in there. I normally pop those in her seat as it's her favourite thing to do, so I know that she will actually do that straight away. So that's all of their things in the car that I think they're actually going to need. So we're just going to pop this back into the position where it's going to go. And if you see, it fits nicely into the boot. And I always have a pack of these waters, just because you never know when somebody's got a headache or they've not drank enough, or you may need some for, I don't know, the radiator in the car, anything. So I always keep these in here. I've got a spare towel because if Leigh ever needs to fix anything on the car, you never know. And I always carry a spare blanket. This is an old baby blanket that we don't use, but it's nice just to keep in the car. So that's pretty much everything. I'm just going to stick an umbrella in there, which always comes in handy. And then I just have a shopping bag with some other shopping bags inside, and that's it. We are ready to go. So that's everything that we keep in the car. I know you might think it's a lot. We need a lot, I feel, as a family, and I never want to be sort of caught out. It's happened so many times in the past. So I hope you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments down below how you do it. What do you have in your car? That organiser is so handy and compact that you can actually get lots in there. I probably could have got a lot more in there than I did actually, but I feel that's all we need. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big like and consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell so that you know when I post a video, as I would love to have you. So thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!